So, X-Men Apocalypse. The movie was good. A couple of things I want to touch on in the movie and stuff. And I know I'm like a day late and a dollar short with this freaking review of X-Men Apocalypse and stuff, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out there about the movie because going into the movie, a lot of people said that the movie was going to be bad. Like I watched a bunch of like critics on YouTube and stuff and read some reviews online to where people really didn't like the movie, and some people was like it was good up until the last 30 minutes. So I was really concerned going into this movie, man, because I didn't want to spend my hard-earned money on some crap like freaking like Ant-Man. Now Ant-Man wasn't a bad movie, but all the reviews for Ant-Man, when Ant-Man first came out, everybody was like, "Oh, yeah, Ant-Man, woo, yeah, love it." And I was like, okay, I'm getting excited for this movie. Okay, don't get me any more excited because I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know what's going to happen in this movie. So, in there with my popcorn, sitting beside my friends and stuff, you know, loving the situation, getting ready to watch Ant-Man. Next thing I know, about hour or so into the movie, I don't know if Ant-Man was like, yeah, hour or so, because Ant-Man was like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something like that. An hour or so in the movie, I almost fell asleep. At least like 3 to 4 times since the beginning of the movie to halfway in the movie, man. It wasn't until when Scott Lang became Ant-Man, that I was like, okay, this movie is starting to get really good because the stuff in the beginning was interesting and stuff. Seeing the old guy, I forgot his name, when with Peggy Carter and stuff, and how the movie first started off. The first like 10 to 20 minutes was all right, but then after that, I was just like, no, man, like this movie is bad. So me thinking that and seeing how all the critics hated on freaking X-Men Apocalypse, I thought it was gonna be kind of like that, and man, it was not. It was the complete opposite. Like the whole movie was really good. It was only probably like 1 or 2 things that I didn't like. No, it was one thing that I didn't like, and another thing that I had a question like, why is he doing this and stuff? And one thing I didn't like was that freaking Magneto was fighting Apocalypse. Like, I didn't like that. Like, I was like, why in the world is he even fighting Apocalypse? Like, Magneto is evil. He's evil. Why is he now fighting Apocalypse? Like, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know. I haven't read the comics or nothing like that. But I just cannot wrap my head around why this nigga is fighting Apocalypse. I was like, ain't he supposed to be on Apocalypse side? Like, what the heck? But then, me and my friend started having a discussion about it. And he was like, well, Apocalypse wanted to destroy the whole world and stuff. Like, wanted to get rid of everybody. So, I don't think, and getting rid of everybody, and he was telling me, like, getting rid of everybody includes mutants. And Magneto is opposed to getting rid of mutants because, as you know, Magneto, like, mutant pride, mutants forever. Mutants are the evolution, the next stage in evolution and stuff. So, Apocalypse wanted to destroy everybody, humans and mutants. And Magneto finally realized that and was like, yo, I got to help these people stop these guys and stuff. That's how come he was doing that. So, that was the only thing I didn't like. But then once me and my friend started discussing, I turned around on that. And one thing I had a question about was that why in the world, why didn't Jubilee have anything to do? They kept introducing her before the movie came out, even before the critics even went to go see the movie, talking about, oh, Jubilee, she's in this movie, she's going to be great, she's in this movie and all that. And she talks literally twice and has 4 lines. That's what she says. She talks when Nightcrawler comes to the mansion and they talking to Scott, and she's like, hey, let's go to the mall and stuff, and then freaking, she's talking to Nightcrawler about America and stuff because he's like, I think he's like Polish or something like that, or Swiss, I don't even know. So, and she says 2 lines, And then after that, she don't say anything else until they come out of the movie watching Return of the Jedi. Like, I was just like, okay, they just wasted that character. They completely wasted her freaking character, man. Like, I really don't know too much about Jubilee, I gotta be honest. But I know that they completely just wasted her freaking character, man. But overall, the movie was good. Everything that went down in the movie, how they focus mainly on, I want to say they mainly focused on Magneto. I think he got I want to say the most focus, because it seemed balanced to me. Like, Magneto didn't get more focused than Professor X or Apocalypse, but it's like you could tell that Magneto stuck out because of what was happening with him. And I wouldn't say Professor X, I would say like the new people, like Storm, Jean, Scott, even Jubilee, Nightcrawler, all those guys. I wouldn't say they got more focus over anybody, but Magneto's story just stuck with you more than anybody else's. Like, mainly people are just like mad about, they keep saying that it's supposed to be it's called Apocalypse, like X-Men Apocalypse. So it's supposed to be mainly focused on Apocalypse, and he the guy that's supposed to drive the story, which is fine. I understand that, it's cool. But Magneto's story, what they did with him in this movie, and how his character developed in this movie, was just awesome. Like, for real, that was just so cool. And I'm telling you, it was dead silent while he was in the woods with those freaking officers and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, the dude with the officer with the bow and arrow, he had it cocked back. I was like, oh my god, you can't hold no bow and arrow cocked. And then I knew it was gonna happen too. He released the freaking bow and arrow. Instead of releasing it like this, pulling it towards it so the bow don't shoot out, he just released it like that. And then without him looking at the bow shot at his freaking daughter, killed his daughter and his wife, which I didn't even know it killed his wife until Magneto went over there and hugged him. Like, I didn't even know that. That joke was crazy, man. But when that happened, everybody was like, in the movie theater, which was funny because I wasn't expecting everybody to be that into that scene, but everybody was into that scene, man. And Mystique, I understand what the critics saying, what they say she just phoned it in, cause man, does she look like she just did not care. Jennifer Lawrence, she looks like she doesn't care at all. Like, oh my god, and people keep saying it's because she got to put on the blue makeup and all that, and she don't like doing that. Well, you shouldn't have took the job. Like, for real, you shouldn't have took the job. Like, give somebody else who wants that Mystique role, who doesn't mind being in the blue makeup and stuff and all of that. Give those that girl the role and stuff, because Jennifer Lawrence just wanted to be in her human form the whole time, cause she don't like being in the blue makeup. And I'm just like, look, they just need to go ahead and either kill her off or recast it. I'm fine with her recasting, because I don't think you should kill off Mystique. She's like a big part of the X-Men lore. So I don't think you should kill her off, but recast her, because Jennifer Lawrence, she just don't care no more. Like, everybody else looked like they was really into this movie. They was giving 110%, and Jennifer Lawrence was just like, oh, it's time to act right now? Okay, alright, let me go act. Alright. And then all the new characters and stuff, Scott, he did good. Sophie Turner was weird. For some reason, like, I don't know if she's really British. I'm not sure. But I know in Game of Thrones she sounds British. So I'm thinking she's British, but I don't know. That could possibly be how freaking George R. Martin or the director told her to talk. So I don't know. But her English sounding like voice was weird to me, because I'm so used to her talking, how the way she talked on Game of Thrones. And when I heard her talk for the first time, I was like, that sounds, I don't like that. Like, that ain't sound right and stuff. But she really didn't do much for me, even though she wasn't bad. She just wasn't good. Like, for real. The only person that was good, the only people that was good was really Storm, Scott, and I want to say Quicksilver. They were good. I'm talking about the young people. I'm not talking about all the actors. If I'm talking about all the actors, I would say Magneto, Professor X, freaking Scott, Storm, Nightcrawler, Apocalypse. Even, and one thing I want to touch on too with Apocalypse. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, he's so purple, he's blue." He didn't look like that at all. He didn't look like Ivan Ooze to me at all. I like the way how they modulated his voice in the movie too, because it sounded really good every time he was talking. Now there was a lot of I think John Campbell said this on Collider Movie Talk. There was a lot of every time Apocalypse would talk, he would go from say if I said I was walking down the street, and you know how a regular person would say, "Man, I was just walking down the street." Apocalypse would go, "I was walking down the street." That's what he would say all the time. Every time he opened his mouth and talked, he would either talk really soft or he would go from low to high. And that I didn't even notice that until like John Campbell said that. I didn't even notice that because I was just enjoying the movie and enjoying that character. Because freaking I think his name is Oscar Isaac. He did a really good job at that, and I applaud him. Good job, man. And I really liked it and stuff. So yeah, the special effects for the movie was really good. I can't see how somebody would say the special effects wasn't that good. Like, the special effects was really, really good, man. I don't see how people could say it was bad. Like, and what do you expect for a movie called Apocalypse? Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, it's destruction porn." Like, what are you talking about? Everything is just destroying. Like, Magneto's just destroying the entire planet and not caring and stuff like that. Bleh. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, what do you expect? It's called X-Men Apocalypse. The Apocalypse. What do you think when you think Apocalypse? You think, I think Road Warrior. That's the Apocalypse. Well, not really Road Warrior, but something like Road Warrior. Like that freaking, like Mad Max and stuff like that. I said Road Warrior, but that's a movie of Mad Max. But Mad Max is what I think about and stuff, man. That's the Apocalypse where supplies and stuff are scarce. You got groups of people thinking they freaking gods or whatever. I don't know. But that's what you think and stuff. So all that freaking destruction and stuff, I don't know why people's like arguing about that. It's dumb. Again, I haven't read the comic, but if I read the comic, of course, every comic book movie you see is not 100% true to the comic, because the movie rights for characters aren't under the same umbrella. Like they over there standing underneath the underneath some shutter or something at a building or whatever. I don't know. That analogy sucked, but they not underneath the same umbrella, man. So reading the comics and then looking at the movie and saying, "Oh, the movie need to be like the comics and stuff," is a dumb statement, because it's not going to be, and you shouldn't think that and stuff, man. But yeah, overall the movie was freaking good to me. I loved it. Like, for real, I give the movie a solid 8 to an 8.5. Really good movie, man. Like, really solid. I liked it. The some of the characters in here and how they acted, some of the actors in here, it was kind of weird and stuff. And some of the stuff that happened in here, I just was like, huh? What is this? And that was basically it. But everything else was amazing, man. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments and all of that about this movie and stuff, and what you think this movie did for the overall X-Men lore and stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't even get on this. I didn't even touch on this. Wolverine. Now, some people don't like how they freaking showed how he showed up and what happened around his stuff, man. I thought that was awesome, because I didn't think they was actually gonna go with the old man Logan look, but they actually did. Like, they went with the Weapon X look with all the gadgets and stuff on them, and they could get away with that because the movie is based in the 80s, so it's going to make sense. It's not going to look weird, but people still talking about it like, "Oh, it looks weird, it didn't make sense." Yes, it did, man. Like, whatever, man. I don't really want to talk about that, because you just get into a conversation with stupid people, and then they just going to believe what they believe, man. So yeah, I like the Wolverine thing. It was weird seeing him just run in the freaking snow like an actual Wolverine. I was like, okay, that's kinda a little bit on the nose right there. Him just freaking looking at Jean, and then she give him some of his memories, and then he just run and starts running into the freaking snow and stuff in the woods like an actual wolf or something like that. That was weird, man. But yeah, that's all I got for this freaking review of X-Men Apocalypse, man. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked anything I had to say, man, leave a like rating or dislike it. I don't care. Just let me know somebody watching my stuff. Comment down below because I really want to know what y'all think about the movie and how it correlates to the comics and what the comics says and how the comics ended and what happened in the comics and what you think how it relates to the movie and how it ended and it was done in the movie and all of that stuff, man. And share this video on all social media platforms and all of that. And as always, subscribe to your boy's channel, become a Danny Olsen fan and stuff. This is the channel where real anime fans come. I'm an anime channel to let y'all know and stuff. I usually talk about anime 100% of the time because I'm an anime lover. But I do talk about other stuff sometimes, and I do put up gameplay videos every now and again. I don't do it all the time, but every now and again, if you go on my channel, you will find some gameplay videos and some other topic videos and stuff like that, man. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Danny Olsen. You're awesome. Stay awesome. I love your faces. Peace. One love. I'll see y'all in the next one. And that'll probably be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. But hopefully that movie is good. And one more thing I want to say before I go. I will be in a live stream tonight on Manga Means channel. It's another anime YouTuber who is big in the anime community on YouTube. I will be in a live stream of his channel. So come through in the live stream. You know, chill out, hang out in the comment section and stuff. It'll be a good stream tonight, man. We're going to have a lot of good people in there that know how to talk and a lot of funny people. We talk about basically anything. We just don't strictly talk about anime. We talk about basically anything. Most of the time, anime is really only like 10% of all his streams. Other than that, it's usually like life topics or what's going on in media and stuff like that. Or anything else. We could talk. It can range from talking about freaking the existence of anything to talking about why do farts smell or something like that. Like that's the range that we can discuss on and have serious conversations about that too, man. So come by to be at 11:30 tonight, man. So come by, check us out and all of that, man. And it'll be awesome. Come through.